Hey everyone, it's Jason. Welcome to Pushing the Tech Perfect Pick card game. So this is a very simple, quick game that I think anyone could enjoy playing. Not a lot of components or mechanics to it. Basically, the goal is you are going to use your little tiny Pusheen miniature to move around this board here. So we have a big, giant fold-out board, which will have Pusheen's house on it. Or, if you're feeling fun, you can flip it over to the outdoors. Either one works. They work exactly the same. It's just a different design. And then what you're going to do is you're going to notice all these different dotted lines. So you're going to have a stack of essential cards. And then what you're going to do is, during the game, you're going to place these down on the board and fill up all of those spots with different Pusheen characters or related things. There are action cards, which are blue, friend cards, which are pink, and item cards, which are green. I'm just going to drop a few more of these down. We'll just kind of set the board up quick. It doesn't take that long to do. We have one per spot. Quit being selfish. Let's throw some more items down there. We got that one. Got a cupcake. We'll put another diamond. And we'll put another dragon. Alright. So that's the basis of the game. You're going to lay these down. You're going to put this stack face down over here to the side of the board somewhere. Then the other part of the game, I'm going to slide this up so we're looking at the bottom, is you have snapshots. This is what you're trying to do to win the game. So all the different snapshots have different abilities and different things. We'll look at them. But they're going to have one of three things on there. They're going to have essentially you require. So this one you have to have the Dragon Sheen in any 2 items. So Dragon Sheen, items. It gets you 3 stars. Your goal is to get to 10 stars to win the game. And then some of them will have special abilities. There'll be other different ones, like this one will have 4 different symbols you need, but it's only worth 2 stars. This one only requires 2 things. It's 1 car, has an ability. Some of them don't have abilities. They're going to be all sorts of all over the place. But what you do is then you lay 4 of these down in front of the board. And that is essentially your setup for the game. Then, how to play the actual game. First, got 4 cards. Let's make sure you don't draw any cards to begin. Nope. So the first player takes Pusheen. They put them on one of the pause spaces. So if they put them there, then now in your turn, you have 2 different options. Either you can draw one of these 4 cards, or you can take the top card of the Essentials deck. So as we can see on our different things of what we're trying to get down here, at the time you can kind of see what you're trying to aim for. And we have 2 different ones that require a mermaid. We don't have a mermaid up there. We have 2 different ones that require rainbows and 2 different ones that require ice cream cones. So I don't have either of those on there for where I'm at. But I do have 2 different ones that require a gem. So I will take a gem card. Then I check to see if I've completed any snapshots, if I have enough cards to discard. I don't, because I only have 1 card. But then I place 1 down, and then the next player goes. Now they can move to any other spot. And that's basically how the game goes. Each player takes their turn, either drawing a card, drawing one off the board, and then seeing if they have it complete. Where a little bit of strategy can come into it, which might be, if you're having an adult versus a kid, this is where the game could get a little unfair, is knowing that I have this gem, I could try and go after this bird, one over here, because I only need the 1 bird. Or I could be going after this one over here. Because if players paying attention, they'll know I drew that gem. So that means the next player, if they were smart, they could go ahead and pick up this bird. Then there's no other birds available. Now they know that they can go after that, and I can't get that. So that basically tells me to abandon trying to go after this, unless I can draw another one out of my hand. But that's also other potential. If you draw 1 card from your hand, I drew a hot cocoa. Nobody knows I have the hot cocoa, So nobody knows which one I'm going after. So if I'm the second player, I have the hot cocoa, I'm probably going to try and go after this one currently. So on my next turn, I could try and pick up a cupcake or a diamond, but that still doesn't let anyone know if I'm which one I'm going to, because there's a diamond on this one and there's a cupcake on this one. Or if I pick up the rainbow, they're not going to know which one I'm going after. So you can kind of see where there's a little bit of strategy there involved. It's not overly complicated. Sometimes it's just a little bit of bluffing and things like that. But then, end of the turn, check to see who has the most stars. Then after everyone's went, when someone has 10 stars, they win you the game. It's fairly simple. Pretty quick, goes through. Nothing super out of the ordinary. So I'm going to zoom in here and we're going to look at these specific cards quick. Alright, so now we're going to take a closer look just at each card. So in the Essentials deck, there's a lot of repeats. So I'm not going to show every single copy, but there are 6 copies of the regular Pusheen. And then each other friend, there's only 4 copies of. So there's 4 Dragon Sheens, Super Pusheen Corns. Oh, I drew oh, that's a different one. That's the Pusheen Unicorn, the Mermaid Pusheen, Bow, Cheeks, Pip, Stormy, and Sloth. So 4 of each, except for the regular Pusheen, which there's 6 of. The items, there's also 4 of each. There's Hot Chocolate, Rainbow, the Wild, which actually says can be used as any essential when taking a snapshot, the Gem, the Cupcake, and there's only 3 treasure chests though. So this counts as 1 star, keep with your collected snapshots. And then the action cards, there's 2 of each. So we have 2 borrowed. Choose any player to give a card of their choice from their hand. 2-player mode, draw 2 cards from the top of the essential deck. Change of scenery, discard and replace all snapshots below Pusheen's house, then draw a card from the top of the essential deck. That could definitely mess up people's strategies. Group photo, leave the top 5 cards of the essential deck, choose 1, keep in your hand, put the rest on the bottom of the deck. And finally, nap time. Choose up to 3 cards in Pusheen's house and discard them, then draw a card from the top of the essentials deck. Cool. So again, an interesting way to kind of change up strategies and mess things around. Again, nothing super overly complicated. Then we have all of these snapshots, which is Pusheen taking pictures of stuff. So we'll go ahead and look at that. And there are a decent amount of these. What are there? There are 37 of them, and they're all different as far as I can tell. So we have Perfect Perch. And I'm not going to read off all the different symbols and stars. You can clearly see those. Under and over the rainbow says when you take this snapshot, draw 2 essentials. Each other player draws 1. Be uplifting. Retail therapy. Better with friends. Believe in yourself. When you take the snapshot, you and each other player may draw 1 card from the essentials deck. Ride the rainbow. Dragon Sheen's lair. Discard all other snapshots below the board. Replace them at the end of the turn. Carbon date. Hidden treasure. You may discard any snapshots below this board and replace them. Hot, hot, hot. Surf and turf. Over the rainbow. So I guess another one called Over the Rainbow, but it has where's the other one at? Oh, we have Ride the Rainbow and we have Over the Rainbow. Okay, so there's a different name. I thought it was the same name. I think there's a couple that have the same name, but they have different symbols and effects. Cafe Treat. Each other player chooses 1 essential card from their hand and gives it to you. We have Ski Trip, worth 1 star for each ski trip you take, including this one. So you have another ski trip with some different characters. A third one with some other different characters, and a 4th one with different ones. So I kind of like little things like that, little set collection ones. Splish Splash. Sadly, the frog's not part of the one of the cards. Gift of Friendship. Another Gift of Friendship. Cheeky Treat. Here we have another Over the Rainbow, just different characters. Belly Rub. Treat Yourself. When you take this snapshot, you may swap with a snapshot from any other player. Meowgical Moment. Shiny New Toy. Mine All Mine, you may take one item from the discard pile. Slow Burn. Be Super Lazy. Chill with Hot Chocolate. Snuggle Up. Draw 2 cards from the Essential deck. If you are able, you may take another snapshot this turn. Tasty Treat. Flying Fish. Give a Friend a Ride. Surfs Up. Whenever you move Pushing, draw the top card of the Essentials deck. And finally, we have Game On. Once per turn, you may use any single Essential card as a wild card. Alright, so that's what we have for that game. So, not a whole lot of extra stuff going on, but a pretty fun, simple game. Just, 8 plus 2 to 5 players. So it can definitely be very fun, very quick game. You can always play more than 10 stars if you want. Keep going and play till the deck's empty if you really want to. That might take a while. We can also set it higher than that if you want to play a little bit longer game. I don't really know if there's too much other house rules I can think of for the game. The only other thing I want to toss in on the end is I usually sleeve watch my games. This is one I might not sleeve because it's, maybe meant for more kids, but also these cards that look like they're pretty durable. But the other thing I did want to point out is when you're opening the board, just be careful with any type of board like this, because my one side did split a little bit on the edge here. So that one is one of the sides. Yeah, it kind of split open on one of the seams there when I was opening it up, so you just gotta kind of be careful with that. Might have been one of these edges. I don't remember which edge it was. Now that I'm trying to say it, yeah. Now that I'm trying to point it out, right there. Yeah, so that kind of happened a little bit when it was open. Just be careful, especially if you're buying this as a game for kids. Alright, see you guys in the next video. Bye.